So today I had the great privilege of coming to a friend of mine's house, well far outside my local area. They are an angelfish breeder and also a Bushynose Pleco breeder. And if you like angelfish and Bushynose, this is a video for you. All kinds of different types of angelfish and so many Bushynose Plecos. If you didn't see this video, you wouldn't believe me. So come take a look. So as we walk into the fish room, we'll do a bit of an overview and then we'll look at some of the tanks. This is just one of the many tanks that is just crammed full of plecos. And majority of these are all super reds too, which is awesome. I'd have to say this is probably my favorite pair of angels that he has in here right now. So everybody always wants to know what everybody else has for equipment. That is the air pump he's using for all the tanks you've seen, along with the small tanks that are by the sink. So we're gonna go start from the beginning here. So this is the first tank as you walk in the fish room, with again lots of baby plecos growing up. We got some longfin browns, we got some golds. We got some gold longfins in there too. And then we got another tank over here with some younger ones. And we got Pleco in the cave down there. There's a younger longfin underneath the wood with some babies. And along with some smoky angels growing up. And then down here, this is the semi-holding slash part retirement tank. And we have a nice assortment of all these angels that he's produced. We got a nice Filipino blue down there. Got some marbles and blacks. The other cool thing that I like is, I don't know if you've noticed it, so we'll go back to the first tank. So he's got everything numbered here. So when he is going to do his pH testing, because sometimes he finds that certain times of year his pH goes very low and he has to add some buffer to help with it. So he's got everything labeled here, so you can go ahead and grab all his test tubes, go for his tanks, put them on the rack, and then he knows exactly which tank it came from and then compare them all. It's a really ingenious thing, especially when you have this many tanks. Okay, so this guy here, he didn't get beaten up by the female that's in here. It was a previous one. And these two get along quite well. She's a little bit aggressive, but never really bothered this guy. And they breed pretty regularly for him, he says. And then down below, surprise, surprise, we got more plecos. We got in here longfins, yeah. So we got albino longfins and we got brown longfins. Bit of a glare here. That'll help. So we got lots in here as well. And then down on the next tank over on the bottom. We got some gold marbles. And we got pretty well one of the breeding tanks. So there's pretty well breeding plecos in all the tanks, especially when we get around the corner here. So we got some albinos in here. We got some long fins, and we got some regulars. Lots of pipes and lots of plecos. And then up here, I got some more of the same. Some more gorgeous angels. We got 1 cave, 2 cave, 3 cave, 4 cave. Lots of plecos. And then in the corner, we got a nice pair of Filipino blues.
That's a koi and a koi smoky. I don't even know where he came from, but I thought I'd try him out and see.
Cool. So just in case you guys didn't hear that clearly, so we got an albino koi smoky, you said, right?
Koi female.
Koi female, yeah.
Yeah, and koi smoky. I don't even know where he came from. He was a one of, so I thought I would just try him out and see what happens.
Cool. And in the corner here, we got a pair of blacks. All right, so we got his 2.5 here, some angels that have laid their eggs on the slate he's pulled off. So we got here, we got some smoky marbles. We got tank number and a date. Anybody's ever bred fish, especially angels, you gotta really document it so you know what's going on. So a little bit hard with the glare here. It's the best we can do. So it's got a good spawn here. It's not too bad. Here we go, guys. There we go. So we got a good spawn here. Not too many eggs that have fungused over. Got some methylene blue on the water. And then we got some peony smokies. They're starting to wiggle and come out. You can see them moving there. I am not sure what that means. He is upstairs right now, so I will have to ask him and see if I can either put in the comments or if I have time with the video editing to put it up right in the top corner that you'll be reading right now. And then we got a smoky marble pair. And what do we got going on here? Again, I'm not exactly sure what hex marbles mean, so I will have to ask. So we got them all free swimming here. They're all off the slate. And that's the thing, if you've never bred angels or know somebody that's bred angels, you get a ton of fry. It's a lot of work and it takes up a lot of tanks. So we got a thermometer up here. So let's see what temperature he's keeping these guys at. So that's with the light above, which is going to drive the brine shrimp to the top. He's not using his heat source. He's using a proper heater, which you should always to maintain stability and have it nice and warm so they grow fast. And then next we have our brine shrimp. So it looks like we got one he probably started this morning, and then it looks like one he's going to be harvesting. No, sorry, he harvests in the morning. So this is one that he would have started from. So he would have drained everything off here, used it, and then restarted this one. And then this one here is going to be one he's probably going to use in the morning, because he feeds in the morning, the brine shrimp, generally. Alright, so I'm just going to pause you and go around the corner here. Alright, so now we're going to go look at that individual tanks. So we got some longfin reds and a red marble. And we got lots of longfin super red plecos. And when we were first doing our tour, just an overview of all the different tanks. This is the pair that I said I really like. Just the yellow that's throughout this fish. Like, kois are nice to have the color near the front of the head, especially when you get the nice red. It's just the yellow that's throughout this fish. It's just like, looks like a lemon was like, you just take like a yellow marker and just color over it and just spangle in some black spots in the middle on this one. And this one here doesn't have much in the center, but it's got less yellow in the center, but it's more on the outside. So it's like more yellow on the perimeter and kind of white on the inner side. So it's kind of neat. I like that one. So we got another Pleco tank here. It's going to be water changed very shortly with lots of Plecos. So yeah, we got a date on that? No, we don't have a date on this, so I'm not sure the age on these guys. But they won't be more than probably about a month or two. Maybe a little bit more than 2 months, but not by much. Alright, and then we got some black angels that he's been growing up and starting to pair off with some other fish you're going to see here in a second. But we got slate in here in case they decide to breed in there. It's just gorgeous. Like, the greatest thing about this breeder here is just the length of his fins in here. It's all just straight tap water coming out of Sarnia, and just amazing fins, and just the quality of it. It's not going to show up too good because there's so much reflection in here. But just take my word, that black is just almost pure solid on most of these guys. Now keep in mind, you're seeing little nicks and stuff like this. This is a breeding tank, it's not a show tank. So just because you're seeing a little bit of nicks and discoloration, that does not mean that's not a jet black fish. That just means that they've been sorting it out, figuring who's the boss. And like I said, they will start to breed in here, and then as they do, you'll split them up and move them out. So it's just mostly going to grow up to get some more breeders. Oh, down below here, we got some more marbles and more Plecos. This one here, we got albino Bushynose. Got the odd brown in the corner, so all short fins. There's the odd brown. The next tank over. Hey, look, more Plecos. So we got tons and tons of albino Bushynose in here. We got some regular brown Bushynose in here. And then for this tank here for the angels. Oh, sorry about the glare. There we go. These guys just love the camera. Yep, there he comes. Or she, actually, by the looks of it. Oh, this is the one that earlier you were saying that they've been pecking at this too for a couple days here now. And we had a busy day today because we were at the auction in Sarnia. So he's gonna get some slate here soon and pop it in this tank. And I bet you probably by the morning you're gonna probably see eggs from this pair right here. That is if they don't lay it on the tube first. All right, and then what do we got? What do we got in this tank here? And in the corner here, we got a pair here. It's got a divider to it. It's just a bit of a glare here, guys. There we go. Well, that's not too bad. Just gorgeous fins on these guys. Just the length of their fins are amazing. Like, look. There's my hand for a reference here. Okay. Of course, the female's in front, the male's in the back. See if she moves here, so you can see how long. There we go. Look at the length of the fins on that, especially that anal fin. Isn't that just truly amazing? And then looks like we got a black and possibly a Philippine blue that was probably had a black cross with at some point, and with this black. That's the dominant female. He was saying that this guy is pretty mean. They have bred a few times, but he's a little more of a dominant guy. And then, we got 2 tanks left here. Now, this is kind of a tank in the center of the fish room here, so it's going to be hard for the glare because you're going to be able to see through the other side. Okay, so we have a pair of gorgeous albinos. And these are actually Filipino blue albinos. And these are, I believe we were saying, because we lost track, but we're pretty sure these are about 6-7 years old now. These, along with the Filipino blues, which you're going to see in a second, are the original breeders that he got in from Angels Plus in the States. And he's got a couple broods out of them, but anybody that has ever bred albino angels, it's just really hard to raise the fry. They can't see very well. It's just hard to get food into them. It's just a bit of a trick. But they are a gorgeous fish, and he has done some crossing with them with a regular angel, and so that way we get some of that genes. We're just not seeing the 100% pure until we can get these guys sorted. And then we got a black and a gold marble. And then these are the original Filipino blues that came in with the order with the albino Filipino blues from Angels Plus. So yeah, these are older fish, but they're still going. Not too long ago they laid some eggs. Again, just look at the fins on this fish. Alright, just unbelievable. And then down below, we got some of the older fish in the fish room here. And this big guy right here, and he's huge. Actually, sorry, I said guy, but it looks like, yeah, that's a female. Of course, she's a little more timid. I don't think we're going to be able to put the hand up there. Oh, wait. Just so you can see the size of her. And we got some older marbles in there. And more plecos with caves. So these are some breeder super red plecos. So that tank that we saw there that I was commenting when we were doing the tour, and I was saying, oh, like, look at all these plecos, and they're all super reds. This is just one of the pairs of them, or one of the tanks of the adults, that is. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like the video and share it. More subscribers I can get, I can try and do more of these 2.5-hour trips from my hometown to see some amazing fish rooms like this. Take care. Bye. Alright guys, so we just went upstairs and we had something to eat and we were talking, and just came downstairs to collect some stuff to bring back home. And look what happened while we were upstairs in the last hour and a half. So there you go. So these are the original Philippine blues from Angels Plus, about 6-7 years old, I believe we said, roughly, right? Yeah, and they're still going strong. Why I got you back on here, I'm not sure if we talked about these. So these are some really heavy marble super red plecos. Some really nice dark colors on them. Some of them are marbly, some are almost solid in color. So yeah, just thought I'd show you that as well, because I don't know if I did when we did this original tank here.